Introducing Christian Stafford Saturday morning satires, except this ain't no satire. Go Christian.
Inaccurate information and unnecessary questions. And if we should meet one day, you and I, in the sky where angels play, you with your long division and I with my subdivision, and we would discuss the algebra of circumstance, the geometry of chance, the physics of fate, and come to conclusions and make recommendations. The moon should be blue, and there should be a river from Venus to Mars. And why couldn't unicorns be true? And between the inaccurate information and unnecessary questions, we would formulate something, not a theory, but a bridge, not a lecture, but a love poem. And I would think of forgotten highways and sunken lanes and useless inventions, and see again in dreamland the two fenced-in fields, separate, not touching, within the one big fenced-in field. And I would look over my shoulder to see my brother, risen from the dead. And we would play, you and I, in the field, in the sky, where fences are all dissolved, and the inaccurate information sighs and exits, slamming the king's door. And the unnecessary questions loiter for a minute, and then reluctantly leave, crying sadly, "We did our part. We were told to be here. We were part of the story," even though totally unnecessary. And we would laugh, you and I, separated no more by myth and fable, and able to face each other again in the nakedness of truth, stripped of inaccuracy by soft hands, necessarily weeded of the minor glories of irrelevance, the temporary eternal truths that lead us up the garden path. And I would be the wizard, and you the novitiate, and you down the bottom of the garden, meditating alone at midnight, skull in your hands and a snake around your neck. And I quiver and shake upstairs on the dark bed, the monk in his cell, unreleased, stifled by inaccurate information and unnecessary questions. And when at last I stretch and burst the chains, you are gone to another life, to sit again alone in idolatry of self. And I am free, but have chosen iniquity, and strive against the idolatry of self. And I look again to the darkened sky and cry to the heavens that opened for me so long ago in the building site littered with crumbling concrete, and the bird of hope once more flies into the face of the west. And I know that my king shall come again and set my brothers free.